All right, what's up? It's Jordan's Corner back again. I know it's been a while. Sorry, guys. So happy New Year. If you haven't checked me out yet, I'm over on the Starting Strength forum. I got a nutrition forum. You can do a Q&A over there. If you got a profile, you can make a profile. New website's about to drop. Should be February 1st, I believe, and I'll definitely be dropping that link here. You're gonna have some good programming, good blogging on there, some good how-to videos. Should be one of the more legit sites on the internets. I say internets just because it's kind of a joke with all these, there's a bunch of experts and people who want to argue, and it's just stupid. So anyway, yeah, about 6 weeks out from the Arnold, should be good. I was planning on moving up to the 198 weight class, and I have not received confirmation back yet that I can actually do that. Since I did qualify as a 181, they haven't emailed me back, and I've emailed them a couple times. I got a phone call in to the national office for the USAPL. That's the America's IPF branch, to see if I can do it. But yeah, right now I'm sitting about 190, so I'm in easy cutting distance of 181. And yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. I just got done training and wanted to talk to you guys. So here's I keep getting all these questions on the nutrition forum, and this is it's probably my own doing, just because I do dole this information out a lot. People are asking me these questions like, "Hey, what do you think I should do with my macros? How should I set my macros to optimize body composition?" Because most people just want to get stronger, or increase their muscle mass, or a combination of the two, and they want to get leaner. I mean, bigger, faster, stronger. That's kind of where everyone wants to go, and I think a lot of people fail when they don't admit or realize that there is definitely an aesthetic component to this. A lot of people are doing this to look better, or at least started training to look better. So here's the thing: if you're into this whole "I want to get leaner" thing while getting stronger, which is totally doable. It's definitely doable, unless you're very, very low body fat and you've already kind of maxed out your potential at a certain weight. You can do this, but it's going to require that you take a little more ownership of your nutrition. And people try to kind of reverse engineer this by saying, "Oh, I'm going to do this, new fad plan, or this style of eating, or this, that, and the other." And the reality is, all the styles are great. I mean, all of them work, and if they help your compliance, I mean, that is, you can actually do them, or it fits within your framework, and you're not constantly veering off the diet. Well, that's awesome, but you need some data points, and so this is what kind of sparked this. A guy was talking about doing the zone diet, and the zone is fine. I mean, I don't like the way that they break things up, how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat, but I mean, it's a decent way to figure out how much food you actually need to maintain weight, or to lose weight, or to recomposition. But not I don't like the macros. But anyway, he was saying, "Well, I'm doing 21 blocks, and they use blocks in the zone. What would I do?" And I go, "I mean, I don't know. If I don't really want to add another block, what I want to know is how many actual grams of protein, how many actual grams of carbohydrates, how much actual grams of fat that you're taking in per day, and then I want to tweak from there." If you don't have that sort of data, then you're kind of just throwing things against the wall and hoping they'll stick, and trying to find this magic number, which, I mean, honestly, it takes some time. So the way I like to do this, I like to take basically arbitrary macronutrients, just kind of a guesstimate, and it's usually a little over, it's about 1.3, somewhere in there, 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound body weight. I mean, that's not a hard and fast rule. It's just kind of where I start. About 1 gram, maybe 1.1 to 1.2 or so, something like that, grams per pound of body weight for carbohydrates, depending on, I mean, that's obviously on the low end. It might be 2 grams per pound if someone's super active, or skinny. That works too, to set their carbohydrate level there. And then fat ends up being about 20%, 25% of the diet from the jump off, and that's maybe about a quarter. I don't know if I have a good ratio for that, but let's say, for instance, a guy's 185 pounds or whatever, and he's looking to optimize body composition, get stronger, yada yada yada. Obviously, I'm just talking about a guy similar size to me, I'm going to start him about 250 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbohydrates, and then 55 grams of fat. And then I'm probably going to have him carb up 2 or 3 times a week with 220 grams of protein, 350, 375 grams of carbohydrates, and then 50 grams of fat. Do that. And what the carb up is going to serve two things. One, it's going to be like almost a psychological break. If you really wanted to go get ice cream or eat out or whatever, that's a good day to put it on, since carbs are generally what they're going to crave. People are going to crave. And then the other thing is too, it's going to reset thyroid hormone, a bunch of other plasma hormones too, by bumping up the carbohydrates and the calories, so they both kind of increase. And this just prevents the metabolism from crashing. So if people who are on low calorie diets consistently, their metabolism end up slowing down, and they kind of hit this plateau point where they literally can't do anymore. They can't lose any more weight, even if they're adding in a bunch of cardio, and they're just kind of stuck. So I like those refeeds. The refeeds also kind of if they fall on heavy days or right before heavy or high volume training days, kind of provide that extra fuel to get through the workout, especially when you're trying to do a recomp thing. But anyway, the whole point of this video podcast is just kind of telling you guys that the macronutrients that you start at are arbitrary. What you're trying to do after that is tweak and kind of find your sweet spot. So generally, I leave protein alone. I like to set it a little on the higher end. And then I tweak carbohydrates and fat. I like to add more than anything else. So when I was prepping this guy for a powerlifting meet, trying to get him down a weight class, basically I had started too low, and he lost. He was losing weight. The first week I think he lost 1 pound. The second week was another pound, and then he kept dropping weight, and I hadn't have to change any of his macros at all. And so I was like, and I like to keep people about 2 or 3 pounds heavier than their weight class when they're coming in, and we'll just cut water. There's no need to get down all the way to your weight class. There's just no need to do that. Even with a 2-hour weigh-in. So what I started doing, I started adding in calories. I gave him, eat an extra 10, 20 grams of carbohydrates, eat an extra 5 grams of fat. And these changes are small, but you think about it, that's if I'm doing 20 grams of carbohydrates, that's 80 calories, and then 5 grams of fat. That's 45. So we're 120 calories extra a day times 7. 840 extra calories a week, and that helps. That helps. And then if you do that, add another the next week, if you're still losing weight or whatever, add another 20 grams or so. You just go up. But it's all very individualized. So I know I haven't really said anything definitive on this video podcast, but I'm just trying to give you guys an idea that these starting macros, they're not set in stone. They're just kind of to feel out where your metabolism is right now, how you respond to this, and then you go ahead and tweak from there. And so you guys can do this on your own. Probably the biggest lesson I've learned in the last year or two is that it's really hard to be subjective with yourself as far as how things are working, and people want to change too many things at once. So you always hear this from coaches in the industry. Everyone needs a coach, and if you're starting to second guess yourself, I would get a coach. So anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.